Hey YouTube, this is Ted from KWG Paint Paints. Yeah, I already started opening the box because I got real excited. Guess what gun I have right in front of me right now? Yeah, for anybody who was around playing paintball in 2007, this was the must-have gun for about $275. This is the Proto Matrix Rail, the 2007 edition. Um, my initial thoughts on this gun are it's really well balanced or whatever. Sometimes paintball guns, when you get them in your hands or whatever, especially if they're a hybrid between composite polymer and aluminum, sometimes you'll feel it, you hold it, the polymer part of it, and then the aluminum part will just drag it down or force it back, and it feels like all disjointed and stuff. But this is a really well balanced marker. As you can see in my hands, it's not that big. Um, I mean, I can fit my hand easy around it like that. There's about uh, an inch of space, maybe even a little less, between the trigger frame and the reg here. And yeah, let's get right to the marker. The stock barrel that comes on this comes with the Proto Matrix rail, 2007, is this 11-inch Proto rail, but that we're not going to use that. Actually, what we have is we have a much better, much nicer. Hold on, let me grab the barrel here. Proto two-piece barrel. These things are about $60, brand new. This is a 14-inch one. It fits this marker like a glove. It's perfect. By the way, all Proto markers up to date nowadays are autococker thread. So if you have your own autococker threaded barrel, feel free to get it. As you can see, there's already some, actually I can't say I already got, this is a teammate's gun. I'm doing a review for him. He already got some upgrades put onto it. He has a CP on-off ASA here. There's an integrated dovetail mount on this marker a lot. Same thing, similar on all the other Proto markers. It's got the LED indicator. He's got a Musashi board, Tadao Musashi board in here. So, yeah, you can see that. The stock board is red, which is kind of cool. It has 4 firing modes, and it can go up to 25, I think, or 30 maybe BPS. The stock board's firing modes are PSP burst, semi-automatic, Millennium, and NXL. This runs off of a 9-volt battery. The frame here, the gun frame here, is a composite polymer. The clamping feed neck is composite polymer, and sadly the back cap is composite polymer. I think that's the one drawback that'll end up ruining this gun, unless you get it replaced, and that's the back cap. The composite polymer is really, it's really rigid and durable and whatever, for a grip frame and for a clamping feed neck. But when you have your air going through your aluminum here and your bolt and it's smashing back, boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, you're going to wear out the threads. And whenever you need to do maintenance to your bolt, plastic threads will wear out and strip so easy it's not even funny. So that's like a $25 investment right off the bat. Thankfully, Proto stopped making plastic back caps because of this problem, but the 07 PMR still has them, so we're probably going to have to go and buy a back cap for it. But other than that, it's really thin. Like, I was surprised. I thought, oh, it doesn't come with a UL frame, so it's probably not going to be that thin. It's actually really thin. I mean, it's ergonomic. It fits really comfortably in my hand. And despite this composite polymer knockoff trigger of the ultralight trigger, it's still kind of, it's easy, to click, and it's pretty fast. It's nice. This is a micro switch board on it. I'm not going to get into it right now, really. Inside, I'm going to save that for Jacob to do that if he wants to get inside the gun, because it's his gun. I was repairing it for him. There's a couple problems with the wiring or whatever. The guy he brought it to screwed up the wiring, so we were, I just took it, and me and my dad and my brother and stuff, we fixed it up, we resoldered it and everything, and the gun works great now, so I'm reviewing it. Yeah. I don't know what else there is much to talk. Oh yeah, Hyper 3 regulator comes standard on most Proto markers. It's got a 360 degree swivel here. The swivel isn't up here. You'd be undoing your reg if it does that. there's actually this little piece right here that swivels like that. You turn it. We like to keep it like this because it's comfortable when you're holding it like this, but if you switch hands, it might get in the way. But what are you going to do when your air is coming from here, you know? But yeah. Anyway, yeah, this thing weighs in at about 1 pound, 8.5 ounces. So it's almost to 2 pounds. But depending on what scale you have, I think it's safe to assume that it's about 2 pounds. But I don't know why everyone says, oh, that's a heavy gun, you know, blah, blah, blah. 2 pounds is so heavy. I mean, it's 2 pounds, you know, it's not that heavy. It's not hard for me to carry because it's so comfortable. People may consider 2 pounds to be a bit weighty. I don't personally, but because it's so comfortable, you wouldn't even notice. If it was 5 pounds, you wouldn't even notice. It fits so perfectly in your hands, even though it doesn't have an ultralight frame or anything like that, that you wouldn't notice. It's very comfortable. The only drawback, I think, would be the plastic back cap that they have there. These threads are already starting to wear out, so we're really going to need to replace this back cap unless anytime soon. So yeah, the Proto Matrix Rail 2007 model. Yeah, 2C eyes. It has really nice detents in it. You're not going to get any double feeding. Spool valve technology. It's not a sear tripping gun. It is a spool valve, spoolie straight up, natural spool valve. The same sort of technology you're going to find in the Die Matrix and the NTs. But it's not a sear tripper. I know Proto made sear trippers and stuff. Their SLG was a sear tripper. Actually, I think the SLG was their only sear tripper. But it's not a sear tripper. You know, this gun is not doesn't have a sear. It's not going to trip on a sear or anything. If you're thinking about getting a Proto SLG instead of this gun, click on the link to the SLG review because although it is a sear tripper, it's still a really good gun. So if you know how to take care of it anyway. This gun is a little picky on lube because it is a spool valve gun. The Die Slick Grease and Gorilla Grease and Final Solution Grease are 3 good greases to use when you're lubing this gun. It's really easy to clean. If you know how to put on the right amount of lube, it's going to be really easy to maintain. But yeah, so this is the Proto Matrix Rail 2007. It's a quick review. If you got any questions about it, hit us up with a comment, and I'm sure Jacob would be happy to answer any of those questions or make a video about it. Yep. Thanks for watching this video. I'll put it down here. You guys get another good look at this gun. Oh, one thing I want to know to tell you all: this is a Proto marker. I know it looks so much like a die marker or something, but it is Proto. That's the great thing about Proto markers. They look so close to professional markers that you know you get that feel like, oh man, I'm using a Die Matrix. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you ever stumble across one of these, I'd suggest you get it and just replace the back cap. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. Bye.